All right, welcome everybody to the mastermind call. Today is May 6th, 2020, and time is 4:06 p.m. Thank you for your questions, Denise. The rest of you want to make sure you type in your questions and request my time. Otherwise, I cannot help you. Make sure you generate that. But this is the opportunity for you to generate yourselves as well. You're the owner of your business. You got to own the business. You got to own questions. You got to generate too. Okay. It's important to do, important to learn. So let's get into it. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, because most important thing I think is get the questions here. So I'm going to get to Denise's questions. You guys should be asking me questions about your offer for sure, or your yeah, good Deb, your free consultations. Okay, so there's something missing in your offer and how you're presenting it, perhaps, or in your copy. So we'll work on that. So let's get down to questions here. Let me 1 second here so I can get to good little okay. All right. Let's start with Denise. All right, Denise. Hey Denise, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, all right. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Are you in the Bay Area or are you up in your home area?
Nope, I'm at home in Mariposa.
Mariposa, all right. Okay, Mariposa, California.
Yes.
Okay. So how to do webinars? The first thing is you got to make sure you got a current presentation that you got to make sure you got an offer. Do you have an offer in place, Denise?
My question was actually how to start an online meetup group.
I know, I'm giving you the answer. The first thing to do is to make sure you have an offer, a selling offer. Because
like a package?
Yeah, your package, huh? Do you have your package set up, price and everything ready to sell?
Yes.
Okay. So you see from there, I'll give you the 30,000 foot view. Okay, then you got to start taking some baby steps or some bigger steps towards that. So from there, you want to make sure you got a write up for your free consultation. Do you have a write up for your free consultation offer that jives with your selling offer?
No.
Okay,
so I do that next.
You got to do that next, but I'm pretty damn sure we worked on one a while back. So you may want to look at your notes and dig that up.
Okay.
Because that's critical. If you don't have a free consultation offer, there's nothing you can offer at the end of any kind of presentation. Make sense?
All right.
So bring your free consult. Once you find it, bring it to the next group call, and we can fine tune it. But I'm pretty sure you already have one.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure we worked on it. Yeah, you got to check your notes, okay? And then I thought we created a PowerPoint for your in-person event.
Nope.
Education. You didn't create one. Okay.
We did not do that.
Okay, so the next step in parallel with creating a free consultation, well, you want to create a free consultation form first. And then based on your free consultation form, we can create a presentation PowerPoint for you. Okay. So I'm giving you a very 30,000 foot view of how to do this.
Got it.
So you got to have your selling offer, then you got to have your free consultation offer. You already got your selling offer, so just get your free consultation offer. Look through your notes. You should be able to find it. That's what you're going to offer at the end of your meetup event. Going to offer a free consultation. Your meetup event, your webinar is going to be the same as a meetup event, except very minor difference. I'll go over here pretty soon. Okay.
All right.
Follow so far. So you got your free consultation. Got to have that in place. Then you're going to create a PowerPoint. I thought we already created a PowerPoint, but I don't know. It's been a while. So you'll have to create a PowerPoint But the most important thing is to get your pre-consultation in place, written out properly.
All right.
Typically have a it'll typically have a title and a title and 3 to 4 deliverables. Okay, makes sense so far?
Yeah, I'm sorry, a title and 3 to 4. I didn't get that last word.
3 to 4 deliverables.
Deliverables, thank you.
For the free consultation, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once you have that, then we can work backwards from that and help you create your PowerPoint presentation.
All right.
And the PowerPoint is what you're going to present during your webinar.
Okay.
Makes sense? Because if you don't have something to present, and if you don't have anything to present, we can talk all day long about technology. It won't make a difference to you.
Got
it's
it.
like telling you how to design a car, technologically design a car, but you have no destination to go.
Got it.
Sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We can figure out the technology later, but those are the things that you want to start working on, and I can work with you offline through email between now and our next call, but next group call. We can see where your progress is and move you consistently forward. The key here is consistency. You got to be more consistent. If you want this to fly, you got to bring in a lot more consistency to it.
Yes, got it.
Yeah, and that's imperative, because if you have steps and then you take 3 steps forward and then you take your foot off the pedal, it's kind of hard to really catch up.
Yes.
It's almost ridiculous, and so you got to really drive up the urgency here, and it might be a little bit of a challenge, but you see, going through the challenge is what's going to make you stronger in making the sales.
All right.
If there's no challenge to overcome, it's like giving birth to a son, and it just happens in a test tube, and you don't have to carry the fetus or anything, and just show up, sign up form, and press an app key, and your son comes to you.
Yeah, that would be
a rather different experience. Wouldn't be much at stake. I'm willing to bet. I mean, I'm not a woman, obviously, but got to be something at stake,
Yep.
Nothing at stake. It's kind of like, well, all right. So yeah, so you got to go through the challenge. Going through the short-term suffering, the challenge is what makes you stronger and makes you a better presenter. It's usually what makes you the best presenter is having gone through all that. And a number of people here can probably attest to that. You go through the short-term suffering, it works out. Get better and better, then you'll probably bump up against a few other things, but it gets easier and easier as you do it. But you got to do it consistently. If you do a little bit and then you go back, it's then hard to catch up, and it's just not quite the same experience. So I hope that makes sense.
Yep. All right.
There's some other steps here on the PowerPoint slide, but I just want you to do what I just asked you to do, so that we can do that.
All right.
Okay? All right. Bernadine had a quick question here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely. Yeah, Bernadine, you can do that if you're still on. I have no idea if you're still on. Yeah, when you guys ask me questions, please address it to all the panelists so everyone can see it. So Bernadine, if you're still on, yeah, just come on at 5 o'clock or wherever you're coming on. I think we'll still be on. So all right, let's see here. All right, Deb Samper. All right, Deb, Dr. Deb.
Yes.
Hey, what's
Hello.
up, Doc?
Did you just say what's up, Doc?
Yeah,
That's bad. That's
yeah,
really bad.
I know. Well, I've been suffering under the influence of your husband, who has
Ah,
been teaching me the fine art of comedy.
yeah, oh man, that's really
That's
bad.
not a good
That's
idea.
really bad.
So have to refrain from his
Yes,
tutelage. His
he's a
tutelage in
bad.
the future will have to be avoided at all costs.
Yes, he is a bad influence on you.
Terrible.
Young, impressionable
Okay.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm still a babe in the woods. So,
Yeah, right. Okay.
all right. So all seriousness aside, okay, so I think I need work on making my offers for free consults in the Zoom network. I haven't had one say yes. So you got to tell me a little bit more info here.
Okay.
Like now, I always hear this. Most people don't really do an offer intentionally. So do you have your offer in front of you?
I don't have it written down, but I do it intentionally. But I'm
No, no.
thinking maybe I need to write it down.
Okay, that's part of the problem. You don't have a PowerPoint slide for it, right?
Well, no, this is just a Zoom meetup group. So
That
no
doesn't.
one so no one is seeing any slides.
Well, you create the slides,
Oh,
present it. Yeah, you create a slide, you present it. That's what you should do, because so people can see it and read it. See,
okay.
and make it infinitely a lot easier.
Oh, okay.
You gotta put in like a lot more intentionality and make sure you people are people are checked out. Remember, I'll repeat it again for the hard of hearing.
For those checked out.
People are pretty checked out. So you got to be like way more intentional so that they get exactly what you mean and
Okay.
what, why, and how and what it's going to make a tremendous difference for them.
Okay.
Okay? So it probably will make a huge difference if you have a PowerPoint slide to show everybody. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got to have it written up. It'll probably be a lot easier to have it written up so people can see it.
Okay.
Now, this is probably good for everyone. So do you have at least a rough sense of what the offer is?
Yes. You mean what I usually say?
Yeah, no, don't say it right now, but you just yes or no, just
Yeah.
you have,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do right now is pretend that we're all the participants there.
Okay.
And I want to hear how you're doing an offer, and everybody should be paying attention so they can give her really good feedback, okay? All right,
Okay.
so you ready to make your offer?
As ready as I'm going to be. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Part of it is you just got to be like, you just got to decide that you're damn ready.
Okay.
And I know that may sound weird, but it's really like you got to constitute yourself as someone who is a force to reckon with, and this is the best offer ever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So when I count, okay, go ahead and make your offer.
Okay. So again, I want to thank you all for coming on to this, our networking, our virtual networking group here on Zoom. And as you know, I'm a chiropractor and I'm also certified in applied clinical nutrition. And because you're all on this call, this Zoom meeting with us, what I do is I'm offering a free consultation for me to either check out your spine and see how it is doing, if you have any pain or if you're having any problems.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is, I'm going to cut to it. I'm going to be brutal because I have to do my job.
Okay.
But this is a really sucky offer.
Okay. Okay.
Let me say it again. It's a really sucky offer.
Oh, all right.
Now, what are the 4 positive triggers that you got to put into any copy?
You got to create a future.
Great.
You have to appeal to them emotionally.
Great.
You have to, let's see, something about values.
What about values? Because you can't just say
Something about values, like you have to be aligned with in values with them or something.
What do
And
you
then
think?
the fourth one are like what results?
You can't, the values part is probably the most critical
can't
part.
hear you. Are you there?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay.
Got to get that fixed, Deb.
I thought it was fixed. I thought it was.
Okay. So now you got to make sure it's fixed. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So the values part is the most critical part. You just can't say something like that. It's the most critical part.
Okay.
You got to like really super internalize these 4 triggers and get absolutely super duper 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 clear about these 4 triggers.
Okay.
Because if you're not clear, then you're not going to land.
Okay.
You're not going to land on people. Okay.
Okay.
So the values have to align. It means people have to feel it like this is right and good for them. You have to give them that experience that this is good and right for you.
Okay.
That's both in how you deliver, mostly in how you deliver it.
Okay.
So a lot of this work is you got to believe 1,000% in the rightness of what you deliver, which I believe you do, but you got to bring it out in the speaking and the way that you're being more than the speaking when you present it.
Okay.
And we'll cover that here pretty soon. Okay, because you're not alone in this. A lot of other people are fairly confused and stuck around how to make an offer.
Okay.
And they're looking at the wrong places to make their corrections. Giving you the right places to look to make your corrections.
Okay.
So what are the 3 triggers so far?
Create a future for them.
Yes.
Touch them emotionally, or change their appeal to them emotionally.
Okay, great.
The values, people have to feel like it's right for them, like it's
Correct.
a good choice for them.
Very good.
And then what results will they get?
Brilliant. Beautiful. So you see, what you're sharing is more about a how, and it's somewhat of a what, but it's not a very compelling future to get a spinal exam necessarily.
Okay.
If you tell me I'm going to get a spinal exam, it doesn't create any future for me.
Yeah, it does sound kind of boring.
Yeah. And I thought, again, I'm pretty damn sure we created a free consultation right up for you. So,
We did. We did. It's in a PowerPoint. I've got it somewhere.
well, I think
I'll find it.
you better find it
Yeah.
and use it.
Okay.
Because it's probably much more better designed than what you said.
Okay.
You at this point, you guys don't want to wing stuff like this.
Okay.
You can maybe not use a PowerPoint if you practice this enough and you feel it in your heart and mind and soul, and you can generate it from that place almost any time. But you got to practice to get there. How do you get to Madison Square Garden? Deb?
Drive. Sorry,
Well,
I missed the connection there. I missed the connection. I don't get the connection.
How you get to Madison Square Garden and you perform at Madison Square Garden is practice.
Oh,
practice.
Oh, okay.
It's an old saying from the 70s. It's kind of
Okay.
a joke.
Yeah, I'm not that old, so I wouldn't know that. So.
Yeah, you're only barely 15, so you're excused.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta practice it. So then, after a while, it becomes natural. You say it anywhere, and you can feel it. Then, once you get at least the words down, then you gotta practice delivering it so it lands for people, and you feel it yourself.
Okay.
You may have to fine tune the wording and all that. That's part of what gets you from a really mediocre street musician to become Beethoven.
Okay.
You want to become Beethoven or John Lennon or Paul McCartney.
Okay.
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 But that takes a lot of practice refining. You know, most people refine their songs like 15 million times before it becomes a hit.
Ah, okay.
Takes that kind of work, Deb, you know, to get there. So you can't wing it. That's why you're not converting.
Okay.
Capiche? So you got to practice this and make sure you refine that and get the right presentation, get the right slides up, and do that.
Hear you. Darn it.
Okay, Deb, you got to fix that internet, okay?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah, you got to fix that internet.
I know this is driving me crazy.
It's driving me crazy too.
Yeah.
And it's not like the good old pop song.
I don't know what's wrong with that. We tried various things.
Yeah,
and
I got it. But yeah,
Okay.
just get it fixed, you know?
Okay.
All right, because you're way bigger than that.
Okay.
You're a powerhouse. You don't want to let the silly little internet get in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So a little bit more about that. There was something. Oh, and you got what's your superpower, Deb, from your workshop weekend?
My superpower is empathetic, joyful health champion, reclaiming your
Yeah.
health with ease, joy, and fun.
Now notice how you felt when you said that.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So how did you feel when you said that?
Oh, I felt powerful and great.
Yeah. Didn't quite feel powerful and great when you said your little offer earlier.
Okay. Okay.
So when you say it, you may want to, you know, even say, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I just, you know, I know we've been networking for a while, but I want to share a couple of things about why I do these networking events and also why I do what I do. What I do is I'm a chiropractor, but more importantly, my superpower is, and then you share what you do as a superpower.
Right.
And inside of my superpower, I want to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Well, you might say it a little differently, but
Right.
I want to make you a free offer. It doesn't cost anything at all, but I demand that, you know, if you accept my offer, that you show up in your full spirit. And this is what you're going to get in the offer. And you got to have, there's a title for your free consultation. You want to say the sexy hot title. You don't want to just say free consultation.
Okay.
Free consultation gives me no idea of any kind of future. You want to give the sexy hot title we created.
Okay.
And then say, and these are the 4 things or 3 things or 2 things that you're going to get in that 20-minute session with me, which is totally free. And it's done over Zoom. And these are the 4 things you'll get. And it's only for tonight. You got to make sure it's only for today. So there's some scarcity and some urgency for people to sign up. Right?
Yeah.
And then you got to put a link in your chat box that makes it easy for them to schedule with you. Something that makes it easy for them to schedule, either have them email you or preferably put a link there so they can easily just quickly schedule and you're done.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So make sure you write this up and memorize this, because that's what's going to make the difference for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
No more winging it, okay? You got to really be intentional about it.
Okay. All right. No more winging it.
You can wing it after you get your first Nobel Prize, okay? After that, just say, what the hell? I can wing it now.
Okay.
But before the Nobel Prize, practice, practice, practice. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Good work.
Okay. Okay.
Deb Sampere, ladies and gentlemen, the lady who saved my life with her chiropractic and nutritional advice. Literally, I'm not kidding. Seriously. All right. Very good. Good work.
Thank you, Sunil.
Right. You're welcome. Absolutely, of course. Mike Hayes, you got some opportunity to present or present?
Yeah, I do. Hi, everybody. We did a great organizing event today at noon. We have what we're doing on May 15th we're doing professional speed networking. What that means is we've organized so well that we've taken everything that people have told us they hate about networking, and we've been able to eliminate it. One, nobody likes to attend small networking groups. They all like to attend big ones. So we're going to have a mega mixer online on May 15th. We're going to have 100 plus professionals, entrepreneurs, small business owners, etc. We're doing breakout rooms with cross-group networking ambassadors in each room, so that each room is going to be hosted by somebody that understands the questions, the timing, the organization, how the breakout rooms work, virtual backgrounds, and we call that part of it cross-group marketing, and we teach that. And then they're going to have the visual backgrounds with the questions. They're going to run it very smoothly. And anything that anybody doesn't like about networking, tell us. We're going to be able to eliminate. We're creating new pods like this at 100 each. And then we're also teaching our ambassadors to create these networking, speed networking pods of 100 plus. And then we're going to, I have the Zoom Enterprise level program. And so now we can broadcast out to 10,000 Facebook group viewers. And we're building toward a massive cross group networking event and breakout room. So we might have, we can have 500 people, 50 breakout rooms. We could have, Chicago in one breakout room, Los Angeles in another breakout room, San Francisco in another breakout room.
Who are you, Mike, hey, who are you doing this with, and how did you get the audience? I mean,
Through networking. And so what we're doing is we're doing networking events to build networking events. So I'm teaching people professional level networking.
No, I mean, who are you collaborating with to get 100 plus people? Or is it from your own community, or
Yeah, so what that cross-group networking is not just the name, it's actually a strategy. So we train people to go into other networking events because
Mike, what I'm trying to understand is, are you working with the chambers or something, or
yeah.
Okay, I see, got it.
Anybody who does networking events, because what we've learned is that anybody who belongs to a networking group generally belongs to more than one networking group. So often they'll belong to 2 or 3 chambers, 2 or 3 Toastmasters group, meetup groups, etc. So we cross-pollinate the groups, just like we did at Capital One. We had 150 people there in person live, and now we're taking that same concept and we're taking it online.
Okay, I see. And what's the benefit, and what's the invitation to us to support or help you, or
Well,
what's the benefit?
The benefit is learning how to become a Zoom speaker. Zoom, Bill Gates says that COVID has pushed digital adoption ahead 10 to 15 years. So everybody's going to have to adjust to this new digital world, and they're going to have to adjust quickly. And we're teaching them how to do it through networking, actual experiencing it, doing it.
I see. Okay, very good. That's clear. And so you want people to register at that bit.ly?
That's
link?
the Eventbrite. We already have 36. We just listed it. We already have 36 RSVPs. It's being blasted out to 50,000 Chamber of Commerce members on Monday. It's going to be packed, believe me. Just like Capital One was. You were there. You saw it. And that's what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to help the ambassadors grow their own groups of 100 plus by using the same cross-group networking strategy that we've employed.
Awesome. Very great. Sounds great. So everybody, I mean, that's the opportunity to learn to be Zoom speakers, Zoom ambassadors, learn, even better and greater strategies to network. Mike's a master, and I invite all of you to do that. If I have, well, I'm so packed these days, so I'm not sure if I can really make. I saw your email. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I can make it. I'd love to, but the rest of you should make a solid attempt at least, or if not, definitely do it. So that's May 15th, 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time, I'm assuming. So register as soon as possible, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we had an organizing meeting today. Alone had 20 people on it, and they're all going to invite 10 people. So it's going to be packed. And so I can send anybody who wants the video of the organizing meeting, and that'll really give you a flavor of what this is all about.
Okay, very good. Awesome. All right. Any questions, comments about Mike's opportunity?
No, it looks interesting. I'm looking at the Eventbrite link, and I'm seeing that you've sent out Eventbrite invitations in New York, Toronto, Philadelphia, Texas, Detroit, Atlanta. So are these chambers, or you've gone in and invited people from those cities to
Well, because it's Zoom, of course, it's global. So yeah, we do use chambers, and ambassadors belong to groups all over the place. We are really, especially, we're not only encouraging people to have national offers, but local offers. We're going to have a bunch of different groups. Some are more locally based for small business owners, etc., local professionals. But we're also going to have national. People have national offers. We're going to have national ones, global ones, different. We might have a business opportunity gatherings, people who need a gig today in the new gig economy. So we're really, and we want feedback, from people. What do people want? Because, you don't need venture capital to do a major play today. You just have to have brains and know how to really put it together and use the leverage of the technology to put it to work. And with the virtual backgrounds, it really becomes like an instant expo for your offer. So you can get into breakout rooms with, 5, 6 people. And I've had some of the most incredible conversations I've ever had at networking events in breakout rooms, and certainly the better follow-up as well.
Very great. Very awesome, man. I mean, congratulations and kudos to you, man.
It's been a long haul, as you know, but I wanted to do it right and fast.
Yeah, I think this is really your niche. This is your superpower, Mike, because I saw you in action, Capital One. It's bigger events and a bigger visibility. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Sandra,
Yeah.
anything?
No. I'm just, what?
Oh, go ahead.
No. I looked at it, and you really have put everything together that looks like it's your thing. You found your groove, Mike. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Sandra.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally.
It's your year, Mike, and
Yeah.
it's going to be an awesome year for you. I know.
I want it to be an awesome year for everybody who wants to participate, because it's really a collective attitude. We all make it together, and the hardest thing is to get traction to grow your list, and that's what we almost guarantee. In fact, I do guarantee it. I guarantee ROI, or we'll just keep working with you until you get it. But the events are free, but we have, I do teach cross-group marketing as well.
Yeah, very great. Hey, I don't know if you got our email about joining our your superpower workshop. You may not be able to do this weekend, but if you'd like to participate in future weekends, let Sandra know, because I think that would supercharge your branding around what you're doing right now. But we can talk more about it later on.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to. Anything you guys do, anything I can do to support it, of course.
Yeah.
So thank you, and thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody's putting nice things in chat privately and publicly. So Kathy, thank you. And
Right.
Yeah, please drop your email in the chat box, and I'll reach out to anybody who wants to learn more.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah, totally. Mike's a total dear heart. He's one of the most compassionate, loving human beings on the surface of the planet that I know of. So thank you for everything
Well,
you do.
thank you, Sunil.
And
Yeah.
so are all of you. You're all really great dear hearts, and you just gotta own it, you know? Gotta own your dear heart. You don't let it leave it beating somewhere. It's not a good thing. All right. Good work. Let's see. I'm just gonna start with and check in with some people here. So Kathy Culver, I know we talked yesterday, but any support you need right now? I know you're now programmed too, but anything specific you need, Kathy?
Well, hi, Sunil. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, actually, if you wouldn't mind looking at my main Meetup group,
Yeah.
and just give me any thoughts you have. It seems to have kind of stalled out a bit in terms of membership.
Yeah, that's going to happen here for a while because people are still kind of getting familiar with Meetup still being alive.
Yes.
So
Yes.
my new groups are also kind of slow, but let's take a look at what you have, okay?
Yeah, and just know I'm going to be posting a couple of new events probably tonight. That's it right there, the North Bay Thriving
Okay, so that's
Business.
two groups. One is 25. Santa Rosa is a smaller area. North Bay is probably centered on San Rafael, if I remember right. So that's probably going to grow a lot faster.
Yeah, and this one has a Petaluma location. I'm thinking about creating a group in Marin, so that's probably going to be my next.
I would do that on Sunday for sure.
Okay.
And use a different image. You can just copy. I mean, you can't copy and paste this. I mean, you'll have to copy and paste basically this group in front of you right now into the new group. And I would call it like maybe Marin Thriving Business Collaborations, whatever we have here. Or let's take a look at the title here. Second, Thriving. I never really liked the idea of thriving.
Okay.
It's like, you know, I mean, I know some people use the branding, but you know, and I respect that. But that what may work for their avatar, but you may have a slightly different avatar, client avatar,
Right.
or your client, you know, client profile.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, words like maybe Marin Business Collaborative and Training Breakthrough. And just, you know, use that as a new title, center it in Marin or like a big city in Marin, and then change this image right here and use another image that has faces and people smiling and engaging. Try and get a diverse group of people.
Right.
Feel free to go into the Facebook group page, and there's a whole bunch of photos like that that you can probably use.
Okay.
Especially if there are my events, just feel free to use those. And then make sure you have an event. Yeah, you know, the other thing is the event titles are kind of not very compelling.
Okay.
And in fact, they're not compelling at all. We just
Okay.
Just
I love your brutal honesty. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, well, that's why you guys pay me the big bucks. So I gotta buck up and stop being nice about it. So it's, you know, online. Okay, but so let's work on that a little bit because that bears talking about.
Okay.
The rest of you should pay attention to this as well.
Yeah.
So again, you know, the four triggers, you want to remember the four triggers: the future intrigue, emotional positive state change, actual results, and the most important one is is it landing in people's hearts? Does it feel right for them? You know.
Right.
So.
Now this one, just I was going to share, Sunil, that this was designed around. This was not a webinar type event. This was just an opportunity for people to show up and get support around questions they may have for their business and these
But it's still,
times.
you see, in any kind of event that you do, even if it's just like tea time for, and you have a chimpanzee showing up, you know,
Yeah.
you still want to sell it. You still
Right.
want to
Okay.
make it intriguing, you see.
Yeah. Got
I
it.
mean, even if you're doing a presentation on Tutankhamun's 3 ex-wives, or you know, I mean, you still want to sell it, you know, and say, you know, lessons learned from relationship lessons that will yield supreme marriages. Learn from Tutankhamun's ex-wives, right? You know,
Right. Right.
you still got
Got
to
it.
sell.
Yeah.
So coaching and connect Fridays, a lot of people don't really know what coaching is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they may have a warped idea because their niece down the street is coaching 12-year-olds in soccer.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So they don't really quite know what coaching is, and it doesn't translate into much.
Okay.
Connect does, but
Mhm.
coaching, you know, but if you talk about pathway to breakthroughs, okay, then that lands a little bit better, or pathway to maximizing business, and then you say coaching and connect Fridays,
Okay.
then it lands better.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. So.
You could try that,
Right.
and just put, instead of an and, put an ampersand, and you got to
Okay.
mention 80 characters, but I think that might work.
Okay.
And this is an old event, but still. Oh, and you want to make sure you always putting new events on, preferably with different titles.
Right.
So
Okay.
that creates engagement, you see. And when you create engagement within the group, then Meetup is more incentivized to promote your groups to other people who are not in your groups yet. So,
Okay.
and that's how it all works. So the preamble is good. You'll receive something. Join. Okay. Join with other. So again, you want to look at the 4 deliverables. The questions are kind of decent. But you want to also, usually when you give 4 deliverables that you kind of promise people, not kind of, but you promise people for that time, then it helps organize their thinking. See, now they're clear what they're going to get or what they could get from the session. So you want to say, you don't want to do the process. You don't want to describe how they're going to get it. You don't want to talk about coaching. You want to talk about what they're going to get.
Okay.
So if you look at some of the descriptions here, you know, so it will be secrets to sustain your business and grow your business,
Okay.
right? And then it would be pivoting your business, you know, powerfully deciding the course of your business that could make or break, lose or create profits. See, something like that, it's a little bit more compelling now.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
it's interesting because for some reason I've been treating this copy differently than, say, webinar events.
Sure.
So,
sure.
but
Yeah.
I totally hear what you're saying. It can still be compelling. It can still have deliverables, right?
Sure.
So framed that way. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, you know, what's your superpower? No.
Oh, that's still in evolution. But it's basically something about me being kind of a mama bear, visioning, creating space for people where there's no shame, no blame, only growth, transformation, and possibilities. So
all that is great copy that could go into your preamble and say, you know, you will meet. I have a maternal instinct that I try, maybe not say that might be weird. But I take the nurturing of people like you very seriously in your business. And my superpower is to translate that nurturing of you through coaching, through being sustainable in your business, through breakthrough results.
Right.
Welcome to your first session date where you will begin the foundations of a breakthrough year for yourself in business.
Mhm.
See, now you're talking about your superpower, and this is where the moral intelligence comes in, because when people hear stuff like that, it resonates, it touches their heart.
Right. Okay.
You want to bring that out. You see, all of you have superpowers that you're not expressing in your copy. That's why you sound like you know, a urologist giving a seminar on you know, how to keep hospitals clean.
Oh dear.
It's a horrible metaphor, Sandra. I'm really sorry, but it's the best I could do. And
Oh, but poor Kathy. Oh my goodness.
I know, but well, that's why she pays the big bucks for us to
Exactly. Right.
do
Yes,
the
we've already
urological.
established that, huh?
Yeah, got to get to the urological basis of your business. You see, so yeah.
Kathy, was the word really mama bear? I'm trying to find in the notes that did we.
That was sort of a side note. Let me see what.
I don't remember the mama. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Remember that.
going through. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can find a word that might be
We had
familiar to you.
Becky, I remember, was more something like that, and Lucy was Tiger Mom, but I don't remember that with you.
Yeah, well, we should work through that and get that very, very clear. See,
Yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah, that's probably something we can do in our time together for sure.
yeah,
The energy well spent.
Yes.
definitely. Yeah, and
Definitely making sure it's clear. Yeah.
yeah, and you guys are going to find that the gap in your performance of why people are not converting into clients or into your pre-sessions is mostly a function of who you're being. It's not a function so much of the words. The words, you know, they say language is the house of being, and I can't hear what you're saying because your being speaks louder than your words. So if you're saying the wrong words, it's expressing a different language from who you're being. So that's why it's not landing for people. Hope you're rocking this because it's really critical to get this.
Right.
That's why it's very subjective and abstract when it comes to presenting. You can't do it in a specific way. You can't just come up with the perfect words and then just say, here it is, voila. You can read my fantastically written copy, and I'm just going to sit at the corner here and sip my coffee while you do so, and I'll just take your registrations as you leave the door. No, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
You know, you've got to really present it and generate it with people so they get who you are and get the power of the offer. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I could not agree more.
Yeah, totally. Right. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
remember
I would.
that your avatar were mom. We're not going to call them mompreneurs, but then what about you attracts them was more powerful than Mama Bear. I'll find it and I'll email you.
Yeah, and I've got it here
What I
somewhere,
remember.
but yeah, it's completely an evolution. It was a lot about resilient visionary who holds space of believing in possibility for people, and you know, but we need to, yeah, I would love to work more on that with you guys.
Yeah, that I remember. There was a visionary. Yes. Okay, so please stand in that, because that the resilient visionary who holds space for people. That's what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah. That jives more than Mama Bad, to be honest with you. It's
Yeah.
more about resilience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's totally resilient. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling me out on it, Sandy.
Yeah.
It just, there was a disconnect, a misalignment. It just didn't sound right. So
Right.
I just wanted to, yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Very good.
Awesome.
Good work. All right.
Okay.
Bernadine. All right. Good work, Kathy.
Thanks,
All right,
Ian.
Bernadine, you wanna unmute yourself, please, and share your, I guess, share your presentation. Is that what it is? Bernadine, are you there? I thought I saw you on here. Is Bernadine on? I thought I saw her. 56. There you are, Bernadine. Unmute. Bernice?
Sorry, hi. I was trying to open up my window and then I couldn't figure out how to get back. So here I am.
Okay, all right, very good. So you got your,
It says another,
mhm,
it
go
says
ahead.
another participant is sharing, so I can't share yet.
I
Oh.
think you need to take mine off, Danielle.
Here we go.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, good. Women, so you want me to critique the PowerPoint?
Yes, I've done a couple different versions, and so this is my newest version,
Okay, good
It-
opening.
and it includes my offer at the end. So
Very good, beautiful. And that looks like Charlie's Angels right there.
yeah,
Awesome.
that's what I told my designer to do.
Okay, great. And it's got multicultural. It looks pretty cool. All right, very great. Women who are up to something. All right. Okay, this is too busy looking for a bio, and it tends to put people asleep. So I would try to shorten it, and then expand on it as you read it out, or you can have notes on the side or something so you can read it out. And you only want to put. See, people, yeah, I guess you want to say, or yeah, okay, that's fine. The first line is fine. I think the two children, okay, I can get that because a lot of your people are like that. That's your avatar. Okay, entrepreneur over 15 years, that's good. Founded team, okay, that's good. The main thing I would do, I voted best coach, that's great. I would try and shorten each of these so it looks, at least it lands on only one line. Like number 2 is kind of long. So
Okay.
try to put it in one line. And maybe put, no, I think the sequence is fine because you gotta show your mom as well, an experienced mom as well. So, so that's probably good to put the two children as number 2 point. So that looks fine. Nothing major here. Headshot looks good. All that looks good, okay? Go to slide number 3, please. And the rest of you should be paying attention, especially Denise. This is what your PowerPoint would look like. So Denise, let me check in with you here. Denise, are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention, Sunil.
All right, darling. All right, good. Awesome. I'm so glad that I can be a Papa Bear to people here.
So Neil, this is the teaser for my mastermind program.
What is, sorry? Oh, this one here. Okay. Great, courageous, joyful, and this is good. More information. Don't even put the more information how to sign up at the end, because are you offering the mastermind at the end, or are you offering a pre? Okay, you want to go for the direct result. Okay, I mean that's fine. Some people may still reach out to you for a free consultation. It's framing, but let's take a look at it. Okay,
Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah, and so one of the things that I remember you saying in the beginning was that you want to wait for the big sale until people get to know you more. But the problem that I'm seeing is like there are very few people that show up consistently. So it's almost like a whole new group of women every time.
Yeah, so I mean, so that's a top end problem. So what I call it, it's like you got to get more people coming into your funnel. See, that may be a function of getting more groups, et cetera, and building all, the wolf pack and all that kind of stuff that you're involved in. So you get more people coming in at the top end. And right now, Meetup will probably grow because people are still getting used to being online and all that kind of stuff. But that's a different problem. It's just that you need to get more people in the top end of your funnel. Okay.
So you're talking about how to shift from people just showing up, like their presence and giving them a free consultation, to then, once they are attending regularly, then sell the mastermind group to them.
Yeah, when you got to think of this statistically, easy, because if you directly sell the mastermind, your conversion rates are probably going to go down. But that means you got to have more people coming into the funnel. Yes. Because you're only converting maybe 1 out of 20 when you first start, sometimes much lower. So you got to get people coming into the group so that you're statistically you're going to convert at least 2 or 3 people a month to come into your mastermind, which will fund your life and everything else in your business.
So then
So,
I'm curious, if women are attending regularly and I show the same PowerPoint.
no,
How
got
does that
nothing to do with all that. No, I assure you, I've been doing it for years. Same
and it's
PowerPoint.
fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not fine, then you got to find out within the structure which points are not landing, or there's something about who you're being. Maybe when you make the offer, usually that's the main culprit. Usually, is that there may be some doubt or something. I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying there could be some doubt that's
Yeah.
showing up for the group. You see, so when you talk about mastermind for women, especially, I mean, you can ask some of the other women here too for feedback, but when they see any kind of incongruency between who you're being and your offer, that's when they start having questions. It's almost subconscious for them because they mostly can't trust themselves, but they want to aspire to you, but if there's any kind of incongruency, which is kind of unfair to you, I admit, but that's just how human beings are, you see.
Yeah.
So if you close that gap and you take a stand for them, then then you're more likely. So it may be in the delivery of your offer where the weakness is for you. Right
I think what I'm confronted by is the thing that I just asked about, which is if I'm consistently showing the same PowerPoint and women are showing up seeing the same thing, like, is that?
Then you got to dig in and find out and interact with them, get them to come out and ask questions and share more.
So even though it's the same information, the participation changes it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and relying on that is enough.
Well, there's, life is complicated. Could be more things, but
well, let's say everything else is in place, and that's the only.
Well, it's a good place to start from.
That's the conversation that I'm having in my head about it.
Yeah,
that I'm confronted
but it's
by.
good. But you see,
that would be the incongruent piece.
You want to dig a little bit deeper because it's probably not the PowerPoint. It's something else that the PowerPoint represents.
Well, yeah, I feel like if I'm doing the same PowerPoint and the same women are coming, they're like, oh, what is this meetup really about? Is she just selling something? And
yeah, so it's
how
not
do we
about
get more content?
Yeah,
because it's the same content.
Yeah, but it's not about the PowerPoint. Then it's really about your representation of your value. You see, so the PowerPoint has to represent your value. What you provide as impact.
Yes, I think I do that enough, but I think that conversation that I just stated is the thing that's in my way.
Okay, well,
I can work with that.
Give it up.
Okay.
Just give it up, and
all right, I can do that.
You got to look at your superpower.
Yep, I got a lot of those.
But you want to focus on one, the biggest one. I can't really tell what it is right now, but because that, if you lead with that, then and you want to be consistent with leading it. See, right from the start, if your being is consistent throughout the entire presentation, then your offer just seems like a continuation of who you're being.
Yeah.
And so, number 3 is pretty good. Let's keep looking at the slides because that might tell us more. Okay. And all right. So what do you get from it? How to powerfully align? So I would, instead of saying how to, just to powerfully align your life with purposeful action.
Okay.
Sure. See, but it doesn't convey much. See, what will people get out of powerfully aligning your life with purposeful action is what they're more interested in. There's something that they get. See, if I'm not your market, so I can't, but if someone in your market align their life with purposeful action, what would their experience be? And what kind of results would they be capable of producing?
Well, two of my words that I'm using a lot are confidence and connection.
Yeah, so that's closer to the powerful game, you see. Getting you on the map, getting you concretely producing confidence and connection, deep connection in your life, taking you from confused about intimacy to powerfully being intimate in the moment with everyone you meet, as an example. You see, that conveys something more.
How about consistently creating confidence everywhere in your life?
Oh man, so boring, but good. It's more to the point. But that's better, see, than this, right? You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
You're putting too much of the how to rather than the what. You got to focus on the what. So people want what's, they don't want how to. They've been hearing a lot of how to.
You ready for the next how to?
Not really, but yeah, go ahead. Okay, yeah, this doesn't tell me anything at all. You see how to get ebook for plus. It's like you want to say discover the secret, a free offer to discover the 4 pillars for success. See, that gets a little bit more to the point.
Okay.
And then you can say dash, maybe you can see ebook here at the end, but it's people only want to know, what's the 4 pillars? Then you can verbally tell them that it's going to be an ebook that you'll get at the end of this presentation. Okay. Yeah. Go on to number 3, I guess. Ditch depletion and dissatisfaction. Okay, that's good words. And expand what you love. So I would turn it upside down. I would say expand your experience of love, maybe. Or I'm not sure what you mean by what you love, but expand what you love, expand your experience, your love experience. Then dash ditch depletion and dissatisfaction. So lead the future first. And you may have to look at your client avatar to see how you want to do this, but from what I see, I think you want to lead with the future first.
Okay.
And then same thing here. Let me see here. Instead of say create, let's say concrete plan. Well, that's a lot to promise for a meetup, What do you say foundations of a plan? Concrete foundations for fulfilling life, a life of joy and play. And then put the creative plan maybe in the free consultation or in the workshop.
Say that again.
So the last point is, I would say, solid or concrete foundations for a fulfilling life of joy and play. And you can even say like 5 concrete foundations or something like that.
Well, I already have the 4 pillars.
I don't know what that has to do with this point, but yeah.
I just think there's the 3 bullet point.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, whatever makes sense. I'm just trying to make it like kind of concrete, because when people want to plan, when you promise a plan, boy, that's kind of tough to do in a meetup, especially if you have 15 people show up. If they do, if you have 15 people in front of you.
Yeah.
But
it's been happening. People leave with a lot of value, and when I ask at the end, what are you leaving with? Like, they leave with some really great stuff, and that may be the problem, is that I'm giving too much information. I know I've been guilty of that in the past.
That's what I was thinking, honestly.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
So they don't think that they need to work with you because you've already satisfied the stuff that they're concerned with.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, that's my first impression looking at it. And we're all guilty of this, Bernadine. I've done the same. And it really takes a while to pull back.
Yep. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing.
No, very good. No, it's good. It's outstanding. I applaud you for standing up and sharing, because that's how you really get better at this. And I mean, Sandra took this on too, and she just transformed her whole. I mean, it used to read like War and Peace. I mean, no offense, Sandra, but, and
All right.
now it's like pretty damn clear. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, you can tease that complimentary 30-minute, but I thought you were going to offer your mastermind here, so this may be confusing. See, so I think if you just put the first 3, I think you'll be enough. And then
Okay.
you can say the last one, the number 4 would be simple, easy next steps to take. Okay, so people know the next steps to take. It might be the consultation, or it might be doing your mastermind.
Okay.
Okay. It's always good to leave that as number 4. Okay, so this is your education. So, that's, you just want to make sure it's congruent with what you stated. Support self-care, prioritizing. Again, just watch when you're giving away too much.
Yeah, I took out 1 already. I used to have 4.
Okay. And then, try and express your superpower here somewhere. In each of these points, you want to look at, maybe share a little bit about what makes you powerful in teaching people support and teaching them self-care and prioritizing. Maybe share a little bit about your own life raising 2 kids.
Well, I get
right?
into that when I start going into each one.
Okay, fine, but just make sure it's there.
Okay.
And watch if you're over-explaining stuff.
Yeah,
you
I try to get feedback from the participants.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like, has anyone experienced this, or getting everyone to share what they do for their
Good.
self-care.
And are they responding pretty well
Yes.
to that? That sounds like they would. So good. It sounds you're giving a lot of value, but you may be giving too much value, and you may have to make this more concise.
Yeah.
And get your offer. I think you may want to offer your free consultation for a while, because I think you'll convert better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to open up the second. How I'm doing it is I'm doing my mastermind opening 6 months at a time. And I'm about to start overlapping so that I open it more often, like every 2 months. So there's kind of a build up and then a launch, so to speak.
Right.
So I'm about to start it on the 14th. So this is kind of my launching, and I have people promoting me from other places too. So I'll probably go into the free consult again in June versus sharing the mastermind.
Yeah, you may want to look at your, I'm sorry, Sandy, did you have something to say?
Well, no, I was just going to say, so do you get a lot of people come to the mastermind from your meetups?
I have one woman who has expressed interest, but I also know her personally and from Facebook. So she's coming to my meetups as a result of other platforms.
Yeah, so she's coming because you built that connection and trust.
Exactly.
Right. So to jump from people that might not know you at all very well to then offer the mastermind is a big leap. So having them continue to come back to your events, having other ways for which they can connect with you, and then having a call to connect with them is a softer approach than offering them to come into the masterminds when they don't know you at all.
So the meetups are listed on my website, and I have people meet me or find me in other ways, and I say join my meetup group and come to my meetup. So this is one of the gifts, so to speak, that I give to people who expressed interest in what I do and who I am. What I'm finding is, and I don't know, Sunil, you brought this up before, is like, do I have the right target group? Because what's happening is that I do the women who do come just cold from Meetup, and they reach out, or they say I'm interested, or yes, I want a free consult, or send me your newsletter, like for the ebook, yes. There's no follow-up. Like they
No,
disappear.
you
They have
gotta
crazy lives and they don't follow up.
you gotta sign them up that night. You don't
Yes, no,
follow
I've done
up.
that. I've done that. I've signed them up for the free consult. I've given them free consults, or something happens in their life that they're unable to follow through with the consult.
How many consults have you had?
I've probably done about 10.
Yeah, you got to do more,
Yes.
and you gotta fill in you got to combine your strategy and everything else, your superpower and everything, also with statistical marketing. You gotta get more people into your funnel so you can refine and test and refine a lot more. See, that's what's missing. Yeah. And then also reach out on LinkedIn and to other organizations, show them you have an audience, and then get some speaking gigs, or you can also get virtual speaking gigs these days, and do that in parallel.
Yeah, I did an interview this last week, and I'm
Yeah,
part of a mompreneur gift thing. I think he's
great. Yeah, get more of that. But the intention there is to get more free consultations, as many as possible, so you can practice making your offers and then refine it. Because if your free consultations are converting, then you got a good offer.
Well, and that the target audience is correct. There are several different factors as to why this might not be working. Several different variables that can be just looked at to adjust to see what works and what doesn't. But the two that we have right now is that there's just a lot of information in here. This is like a workshop.
Yep.
And so there's that. I think that I think you're giving a ton of value, and it could be a workshop, and there could be a way to just give less to have them come to the free consultation so that they could and build their relationship with you in other ways, so that then you can get them into the mastermind. Yep. But if you've given them all of this information, then they're going to say, well, I'm satisfied for now, so why should I do the rest?
Yeah. And
then also the consultation call versus just asking them to come to the mastermind. It's a very abrupt, here's who I am, join my thing and pay me.
Yeah, that's how I do my life.
You gotta kind of have an interim place. What? Excuse me?
I said that's how I've always done my life.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's just really abrupt. So like really kind of a softer, more connecting approach, especially if they're coming to you for the first time. But as to why, yeah. So those are just kind of the things.
Cool.
And then integrating like all of the stuff that you're doing so that it all is in alignment, and then feeds and you're going down the same lane as to maybe different paths.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yep, totally perfect. So yeah, I would, why don't you keep scrolling through a little quicker here to the rest? Okay. Yeah, we can already see that you're putting in a lot of bullet points, so it's already kind of overwhelming, and what's happening is people's prefrontal cortex, part of the brain, is just getting overwhelmed, literally. And their glucose levels literally are dropping, you see, because they're engaged, that's good news.
Yeah.
But they're over engaged. You've gone over that hump. So now they're so like geeked out. It's like they just took too much coffee. Yeah. So they can't put it together. See, they can't put it. If you give too much information, they can't put it together. Okay. And then they won't make a decision because they're overwhelmed. The brain scientists call this ego depletion or decision fatigue. And they're both very accurate terms. It's like your energy is depleted because too many decisions to make. So you got to give them fewer decisions.
So here's how I end it. I end it with how to continually get access to me.
Much. You're giving them too many options, you see. You're giving them too many options to I wouldn't do this here. I would do this independently through email and invite them to join the Facebook from there. Because if you give this first, then some of them are already going to think, oh, well, I should get into Facebook. No, I'm too tired right now. So they already made a decision and they're now more exhausted.
So maybe like as a follow-up, I can say, hey, just checking in to see if you would like to follow up with a 30-minute consult, or, you know, by the way, I'm on
Well,
Facebook.
we want to just offer one thing at the end, just one thing preferably.
Well, I mean, as follow-up though, is what I was
Yeah,
asking.
follow up, you can go to your heart's content, and, you know, each email just be, hey, you know, just an additional email of support. Here's the free Facebook group page that you can join.
Yep.
You know, please join and say hello.
Yep.
And introduce yourself, and, you know, like that. Yeah.
Because we don't get their emails when they just RSVP. You have to actually get them to sign up or put their email in the chat or something like that, right?
No, when they register on Zoom, you'll get their emails up front.
When they register on Zoom.
Okay. Oh man. You can set up your Zoom so people can register ahead
I
of time.
noticed that when I was coming into the group, it did that. I need to figure out how to do that.
You got to figure out how to do that, because we may not have time to do that. But maybe you reach out to some other people here who can show you
Yeah,
how to.
no, I'm happy to follow up with that or figure that out on my own. Cool.
So yeah. So
I'm
anyway,
missing that piece.
but you got too many follow-ups here. It's just overwhelming, you know.
Okay, and then here's where I talk about my mastermind group and describe it, and then make an offer.
I think it's too soon, given, I mean, you can seed it, you know, and just kind of say it really, and then say, just offer like this, and have people say, hey, if you're interested, come and have a conversation with me. But
Well,
what I really want to, go ahead.
This is the last screen that I leave up at the end.
Okay, it's confusing. So is this your mastermind?
It is the 3 gifts for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the session, you get the ebook, and then you get a special on the mastermind if you sign up tonight.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's confusing. You see, I can already see people getting confused. You just want to have probably one slide for this, for your offer, and then, you know, put the bonuses first. So before I talk about the mastermind offer, let me tell you about the bonuses that you get if you join our mastermind today.
On a different screen.
And that's screen before, or a slide before that.
Yeah, okay, great.
Talk about the offers, build it up, then do your offer, and then leave that screen up there, but also say, you know, and if you want to do a free consultation pertaining to joining my mastermind, then come and talk to me as well before you leave.
Great.
And then maybe put that in the side there, you know, that they can, you know, or get a, like Sandra's got Chat with Sandy, or Chat Sandy, or Chat Sandra. And then I've got meetupchat.com. You know, Sandra's got Chat Sandy or chatsandra.com. And that takes them to the scheduler. You see what I'm saying?
So list the schedule. Yeah, I have Schedulista.
Okay, and the other thing is your link. Does that take them to the sign up page for the mastermind?
Which link? Oh, this one that's here? This is not a link. This is just my website.
It's confusing as hell, because they'll go to the website, they won't find a registration link, and they'll just, what the heck, I have no idea.
There is actually, yeah, there's a thing on my.
But don't put that link
right
there.
here.
Yeah, but they won't find it.
It's at the bottom of the home page.
They're not going to find it at all. They'll be lost. They'll be roaming the surface of the planet looking for you, looking for help. They won't know where to go. And so you just created 15 more lost people in the universe.
So simplify.
Yeah, it's like that old Air Supply song. 15 more lost people in the universe.
You're funny.
And it's gonna be fine. You know? So you want to make it easy for them. I'm being
I was
ridiculous.
just talking about that today. How can this be easier? Okay, great. One more place in my life to work on that. Okay,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That's helpful.
Yeah, totally. That's good. I'm glad you were somewhat of a guinea pig for everybody else here. No.
Coachable.
All respect intended.
Listening, receptive.
Oh my goodness, air supply. That's right. Yeah. Glenn and I know air supply pretty well. All right. That was good. That was useful. Did I miss anybody's questions? Going once, twice, 3 times, lady. All right. Did I cover everybody? Anybody I missed here? Speak now or forever hold in peace. Oh, Jennifer Markman. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey.
Hey, you know, your emails that you sent me before the superpower workshop, I think Sandra and I are going to talk to you, right? Let's have a conversation first, and then I think we might cut down a lot of that work,
Great.
you know, after that conversation. So I just wanted to be in communication with you about that, okay?
Great.
Yeah.
Whenever
Awesome.
you guys want to have a conversation, I'm down.
Sandy, we're having, well, we can talk about it later, but I think we're scheduling a conversation. So we'll work that
Yeah,
out.
the ball's in your court, Sunil. I sent you an email.
Okay, yeah, so we'll probably schedule a time. We will schedule a time with you, Jennifer, and we'll just see how we can go from there, okay?
Great. Get to me, and I'm here. So yeah, just
All
let
right.
me. All right.
Okay. All right, so I think I covered everybody here. Oh, Sandra or Sandy, do you need any support? You doing good?
Yep, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, did I cover Glenda? Glenda's not here. Okay, she was here earlier. All right. And Jennifer, Denise, Deb. This thing is so hard to scroll up. Okay, I think I covered everybody. All right, so the only announcement is we're on same time, same bat channel next week. So you guys have a great, successful week, and we'll talk again. Take care. Have a great week.
Thank you, Sunil.
Thanks, Sunil.
You're
Thanks,
Bye,
welcome.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, Sunil.
Yeah, you're welcome.